Welcome back to Factorio with me, Matthias. Open House Gamers. Well, I have been doing some work. Last time I did clear a few biters, I expanded the rail, and I started drawing the power lines up to the oil, because oil is our next part here. I also managed to set up the military science. So let's see what we can do with that. I think that I want grenade damage, and I want it all. No, grenade damage I want at level 3 at least, because that's where we can one-shot these nasty trees here. So I am going to put down some kind of radar over here, so we can get a bit more scouting going on. And I have done this. We have these make 2 military science packs, so it's only 1 per 2 seconds, so these take 8 seconds. I need 4 of them, same with grenades, and then I have these piercing rounds as well. I can't make 1.5, so I made 2 of these, so I'll have a little bit of surplus with the ammunition. Also, this has been just running along while I've been doing other stuff, so that's why it's backed up. Also got myself a few grenades, and I have been making some pump jacks. I have been making 40 of them, because if I have counted it correctly, bloody trees, that's how many oil spots we got up here. And let's make a few storage tanks while we're at it, just because we can. So let's see here. I am just gonna plonk all of them down, and I will worry about orientation and stuff later on. So this is a pretty decent sized patch, and I think this will last us at least to until we unlock the rocket science. So 7 more spots. I will make that level 3 grenade as well. And look at that, perfect. Now let's see, where should we be drawing these lines then? How about we make 1 line here, and we'll connect everything to that, and I'll switch out a few of these belts to undergrounds. I have been picking up a whole lot of them. Let's see, will you reach all the way? You will. So I hope they start with this fast replacing of let's see there, the pipes as well soon, because that would be great. And we'll head around and do it like that. And like that. let's see here. Should we be switching this to this line instead then? So if we take this down like this, we might be able to... Oh, that's the wrong button. And you like so. Let's see. You are... No. Should be this way, and that's our grenade damage. Let's see. Next up, I do think that we don't really need anything, so I'm gonna go for gun turret damage then. Oh, we are going to need that one there. Perhaps then we can do like this. Oops, don't need both of those. So that's the main part of those lines connected. I will put an underground here, just so it's a bit easier to move around at the moment. So if I do put another main line here, I should be able to get everything here connected. And you rotate counterclockwise. So let's see here. Like that. And yeah, you're reaching all the way. And there. And all the way down there. Let's see here. You need to be connected like that, that, and that. Let's make a few more passable spots here. So let's see. We need there. And then we might just connect everything here. Let's see if we take you there instead. Then everything should be connected. Continue with that one. So let's see, where do we try to set this up, this oil stuff? I am thinking that probably could use this area here, so we don't have to transport everything that far, but we do need some water as well, so we'll have to draw a water pump, transport that probably up this way and over. Yeah, because the other water sources we have up here and the big lake in the east. So yeah, either I transport the oil or I transport the water. So let's do this. I want that one there, and I do want to make a few pumps so I can have everything where I need it. let's see here. Oops. I will draw one main line this way as well. This will go to power refineries later on. Ah, forgot to put lamps on these. So let's see here. You go there, and you go there, and you are starting up. I put you there. Yeah, I can. So let's see. There, 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 and there, and about there. Let's just keep going. There's no real method here to my madness. I am just plonking down power lines. I'm not trying to be efficient or anything, just needing to have power to all these pump jacks. And I should be ready pretty soon with everything set up. So I'm gonna have some redundant lines there as well. Now everything is powered and we should be, yeah, that oil tank should be full in no time, I tell you, because this is a 6.7k yield. So next up then we are going to need refineries, and I think that at the start here I will settle for 8. So what are we missing? We're missing steel. Steel we do have. So 1, 6, 7, 8. I do have pipes for it. I'm going to get some more because this will take a lot of piping. And then I will make, well, chemical plants. Lots of chemical plants are gonna be needed. So I'm gonna swoop by and take all of these pipes. How about 40? Does that work out for you? So we need blue science for the next step for gun turret damage, which you don't have, and grenades damage your own stuff. But as you can see, you now blow up trees in one go instead of having to throw 2 grenades to get the same result. So that's a big bonus. And we will start setting up the refineries at any given point here. Perfect. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we will power them all. I'll put a power pole medium between each of them, and that should be enough. And at the moment we only have the basic, whoops. If you click and drag, you sometimes disconnect the wire between the power poles. And I can never ever remember which side the oil goes and which side the water goes later on. So I am going to do a little bit of searching. my secondary screen here. Let's see if I can get an image. And even if I do get an image, I almost always get it wrong anyhow. So let's see here. It should be on the top side. It's on the same side as heavy oil. Yep. So this is where we want our crude oil to go in. We're just flying through these. I will set up the other side once we get to advanced oil refining. Oops, it's wrong. Let's see. It's there. Oh, almost all the way. That's actually quite a decent spot, because that means I can put a pump jack on the output as well and have these really pressurized. So at the moment they are finished with all these and they just looking to output it somewhere. So I will help out with that. This is a fairly standard oil setup. Just have to be careful not to mix the fluids, because all kind of bad stuff will happen by then. Let's see here. I am gonna need some undergrounds to connect everything up. Oops. No misclicks now, please. So that's our main setup for oil. Now let's take you guys out and get a tank for the heavy oil. I will get you one further out, and I will get you one further out away again, like that. So, and as you can see, we are now in the business of, maybe I should do like this. I'm quite certain that it's really not necessary. But better safe than sorry. Let's get all of that oil out of the pipes. So, and at the start here, there are really only a few things that we can do with everything here. We can do plastic, we can do sulfuric acid, which we're gonna need if we want to make some atomics, and we can do solid fuel, and we can do lubricants, and sulfur, and batteries. So I want some batteries being made, so that means I need to set up some sulfur, and that's the petroleum gas for that. For the heavy oil, I'm gonna do some lubricants, and then I am going to make solid fuel, just to get rid of all this instead of having 50 tanks for it. So let's see, what can we do here? If we start up with one chemical plant for lubricants and just output it into a tank there, I think that this should be enough. I'm gonna run this power line here just so I have power going all along. Nasty tree. Wrong button. Okay, bullet damage this. And I am going to have you up there, which means that we are getting lubricants. Now, every 5 seconds we get 30 times 8. So that's 240 divided by 5. That's 45 each second. And this removes 10, which means we have 35 to spare. And this takes divided by 3, that's 6.7. So 3 of these are 20. I think I'm gonna move it just a smithereen out. So that's 40. Let's do one more for good measure, if we ever need just to get rid of all of that heavy oil coming out, if the lubricant tank is full. So this is how we get rid of that stuff at the beginning. And they are making heavy fuel, solid fuel. And this is enough to have yellow output. So let's see, you are outputting on that side. Which means that, well, maybe I should be setting up the light oil first. I'll start you even earlier. So let's see here. How much are you making? You're making also 45, but you only take 10. So that's 10, that's 20, that's 30, that's 40, and that should get us rid of all that light oil. Or at least I hope so. So, and the solid fuel is much easier to store than anything else. So I'm gonna have you output this way, I think. No. That doesn't look that good actually, so I want you tucked up tightly there. So let's see here. Same setup, I think. This is much faster with robots. More technology. And we are out of what I really wanted. So, how about laser turrets? Because we are soon gearing up to make batteries. And let's see here, where do we want to take all of these guys and store it for now? We want to make storage area down here perhaps. And I think that we will have you come up here and here and here. Just so that I have all the solid fuel in one output slot. So let's see. How much are you doing here? You are... it's per 3 seconds. Let's see here. If we make it like this instead, that won't be remotely close to a full belt. So let's see, that's 4 of them. And oops. And that's another 4. And the last one here is 3. Oops, that's 1 too short, I think. Laser turrets are done. I'm gonna run out of yellow belts, ain't I? So let's see here. Is this getting me in trouble? Yes it is, because I am going to need to pull you guys this way. And I'll already interfered with the position of this gas. Maybe I should just... yeah, I will have so much solid fuel in my inventory now. This is because I do this live instead of doing a dry run, which might be preferable in cases like this. So if I take you there, yep, that's a full. And I take you there, and I'll just merge you into one red line. And no, one off. let's see, let's just continue with some laser turret damage. And I am going to, let's see, where are my fast inserters? 4, 5, 6. Oops. I will have a big field here with just solid fuels. No, chests for solid fuel. And not there where I was standing, and I am missing a few. Let's see, can I make more? I cannot, but I want to have all of you jump into there anyhow. And let's see here, can I do it like this and this, and then I should be able to get you on the other side. And I want, yeah, like that, and everything is set up. I am going to need some more steel to make some chests. So let's pick that up. And we have laser turret damage done. So let's make 50. And a few more steel bars. Will never be a waste here. Should probably set that up as well in my mall, so I make chests down there. And let's see, I'm not sure how long we will keep this running, but eventually that will fill up. Especially now, since we ain't making or producing anything out of the refineries, because we haven't been using our petroleum gas. Oops. Need more lights. Come on, lights. And more laser stuff. Do we have that? Yep. Laser speed. So, then it's time to move on to the interesting stuff with plastics and stuff. So, how about there? And you need to be making sulfur, and that is 30 petroleum gas per second. We are making a bit more petroleum gas than the other. That's 40, and that means 8 times 8, so 64 petroleum gas per second. And this one will use up 30, so we have 34 to spare. And let's see if I set the next stuff up here, which is plastic. And you will be making sulfuric acid, and I am out of storage tanks. I'm gonna need one more, come on, like so. And you will need water and iron plates, so we gotta have iron plates pulled up here as well. We will solve that, and we will have to have water. So I do not think that will be our biggest problem. Let's see, plastic takes 20 petroleum gas per second, so 2 of these will use 40 plus this. I am going to set up 4 of them, just because if this sulfuric acid tank gets full, then we need to get rid of that petroleum gas somehow. Nothing I want, so I will just go ahead. Let's make them energy shields. And let's see here then. You need to be 2 for water. And like this. Let's see here. Yep, that actually works out pretty nice. So we don't have any power up here, which we will fix this way. But it doesn't really matter as of yet, since we don't have any coal and we don't have any water. And use a red belt to skip those 6. Let's see, where's our coal? It's over there. Ah, maybe we should be taking you above this then instead. So like this. And we are out of yellow belts. And flamethrower. See? CC. Kill 3. When I'm done setting this up, I'll probably try and get that line from the solid fuel down to my power setup, so they use that solid fuel instead of it just being stored. So let's see, if we pull a yellow line from here, and if we actually pull it just one-sided, we can put some iron plates on the other side, so we don't have 2 lines going up here. So where can we get some iron? We can get some iron from here if we do it like this. Let's see, it should be over that way. Not that far needed. See, it's down like this. Yep. That means we have both coal and iron coming up here. And now we are going to need water, but I think I will set up the plastics first. Have excess of coal, I'm gonna dump it there. And you will have to come down to the main bus as well. downwards and try to not interfere too much. I'm gonna go find where that line should be going. So it should be, let's see here, that's one line, 1, 2, 3, and here. This is where I want that plastic line to go. And this is Spaghetti Deluxe. I am well aware of that. So those plastics are coming down. And we will underground a whole lot here. Yeah, we're gonna need to have another underground here. Let's do it like that, just for aesthetic purposes. So let's see where we run into our first hitch here, apart from running out of yellow belts. So what was it that we were wanting down here? The red chips. So they are not what's on this line, but we will use the plastic to make them. Oops. Trees are so evil, I start shooting up my own stuff. So this is happening. Don't want to use a grenade here. So down here we will be making red circuits, which will be necessary for blue science production. And let's see, that should be coming in here. Yeah, that's right. So we now have plastic. That's excellent. So let's see, explosives, they're fun. I actually removed most of the cliffs here. I haven't seen any yet because they're usually just in the way everywhere. And you can't really plan out stuff as you want until you get them cliff explosives. And then it's basically a hassle just to go around blowing stuff up just so you later on can build where you want. So we are working on that part, and let's see, it's this chemical plant that needs them iron plates. So let's do an output right with just the iron. And yep, there you are. So in you go. And that power pole cannot stay there. Mines just for the heck of it. You just need to be connected to water now, and you will be fine. So I will make a offshore pump. Those are always hard to find in the list. There they are. There it is. So, well, yeah, I'm gonna have that pump go right there. Looks a bit odd, but as long as it works, I'm okay with it. Okay, nasty tree scissors getting in the way. See, I will make you turn there. No. Bad pipes, bad pipes. And then I will have you turn up again. So a little bit further upwards. Could I be this lucky that it actually aligns? It does. Well, that's a first. So, what do we do now? Let's do some rocketry. Rocketry is required for sending up a rocket. Funny enough. Maybe we should have these linked up as well. And you might be in need of a fast inserter. Do I have any of those? No. I'll just make one then. Just to make sure I'm producing the sulfuric acid. And this acid will be used for batteries to start off with. This starting up will mean that my plastic will not run as fast. Also means that my petroleum gas will probably start to go down. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Then I will start working on my red chips, red circuitries, and they will be going haywire because we're gonna build them all the way over on the west side of the main bus, and we are going to need them in the middle of the bus here, as well as here. So there are a few spots we need to send them back along the line. But I do see that we have a few lines open, basically this lower section. But that's for next time. So we'll see what happens then. Please join me. Bye bye.